Welcome. Before we begin, a brief caution. Some of the movements and exercises in the video may not be suitable for everyone. If you have any questions or concerns about your ability to safely perform these exercises and movements, please stop immediately, consult with the appropriate member of your healthcare team, and only proceed when all of your questions and concerns have been appropriately addressed. And now, let's dive in. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about breathing, something that I know you've been doing for a long time, but we'll talk about it as it applies to Tai Chi. And as with all things Tai Chi, there are many, many layers of information that we could deliver about Tai Chi. You can always go deeper, it seems, into any single topic related to Tai Chi. We're going to keep this simple and straightforward, just get you started off in the right direction. So, a couple of basic tips. One is that Tai Chi breathing is slow, smooth, and continuous. There's not a lot of big, in fact, if you put your finger up under your nose and you're breathing in and out, you really shouldn't feel anything. That is the Tai Chi ideal. If at all possible, try to breathe in and out through the nose. If you have to use the mouth, obviously, we don't want you to not breathe, but nose breathing is preferable. One thing that does happen, just be aware of it, is that as people are concentrating, trying to learn a new Tai Chi form or trying to remember what the sequence of the forms are, there's a natural tendency for people to want to hold their breath. They do it unconsciously, they're not realizing they're doing it, but it certainly will impede your Tai Chi. So if you find yourself doing that, just stop doing it. It's not a big deal, but just be aware that that happens a lot with people that are new to Tai Chi. If you can manage it, the correct Tai Chi posture, we call it, you take the tip of your tongue and touch the soft tissue at the roof of your mouth just behind the teeth. And that is in conjunction with the soft breathing in and out through the nose, the basics of the mechanics of beginner Tai Chi breathing, at least. Now, just take a second to notice your own breath. Breathe without doing anything to it, just normally. Is your breath mostly about coming into the chest and then leaving? That would be the case with most people. And what we want to try to do is to deepen the breath a little bit because it has some good benefits. So put a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly. And what I want us to do is to take a breath in, feel your chest expand, and then slowly exhale. We'll do that again. Get all the air out, deep exhale. This time we'll go a little further. So expand the chest as we inhale, and then imagine your belly as being full of air all the way down. And then slowly exhale, first the belly and then the chest. Now, obviously, the breath can't actually go past the lungs, but we're visualizing that it's filling the belly. So let's do that again. Fill the chest, feel the belly. Now, start to exhale and empty the belly and empty the chest. And just hold a second. and then go back to breathing normally. What just happened there? A couple of important things. We deepened our breath, and in all probability, what you found is that as you deepen it, it takes longer. You slow down, and maybe, just maybe, you brought a little bit more attention than you usually do to that exhalation, to getting all of the stale air out as well. What we find is that many people are good on the inhale, but they don't do particularly good, and by good I mean complete exhales. They come up short, so there's still a little air down in there. And ideally, what we want to be doing is bring in lots of nice, fresh air that has good, clean energy in it, and then expelling all of the used air where we've already taken the energy away and come out. Now, as you progress on your Tai Chi journey, we'll talk more about different breathing techniques. You'll hear about Dantian breathing and controlling. We'll also talk about synchronizing the breath and aligning it. First, we'll do that in the context of the warm-ups because it's easier when you're not trying to move around. But eventually, we'll be synchronizing the breathing with your Tai Chi forms. But for now, don't worry about that. What you want to worry about is making sure that you're consistently breathing, that it's slow and smooth, continuous, gentle. And with that, you'll have the beginnings of a good breathing program. We'll see you in the next video.